Growing up, I never took swimming lessons. I learned swimming from my mom. And my form is a combination of breaststroke and doggy paddle. It was working out for me because I was able to keep my head above the water, so I don't have to worry about choking down water when breathing. I was okay in the pool, and I even got my scuba diving certification despite my lack of formal training or confidence with swimming. However, in 2017, I resolved to learn the new skill of swimming. Like other major fitness milestone, I decided the best way to motivate myself is to commit to something. And that's what I did. I signed up for a sprint triathlon with a friend. The sprint triathlon includes a 500-meter open water swim. So I know I need to shape up fast. With less than 7 months left before the starting bell, I laid out a training plan. I signed up for adult swimming lesson at the YMCA, and I recruited Corey to attend the class with me. At the very first class, the instructor emphasized the importance of exhaling under the water, and then just feeling relaxed. She led us to try to practice that and also try to hum while submerged. But I was so nervous, I completely missed this important building block until I discussed with Corey after the class. It took me a while to really feel comfortable to exhaling underwater. In between lessons, I would go to the Y at the Prairie Village to practice a few times a week. The Y at the Prairie Village, they have a standard swimming pool with 25-yard lane. The depth of the pool varies from about 3 feet in the shallow end to about 10 feet in the deep end. When I first started, I would only swim a third length of the pool and turn back. A third length of the pool was exactly where it can still touch the bottom, tiptoed, if I felt nervous or ran out of steam. I slowly built up my confidence, and I still remember vividly the first time I swam the full length of the pool. I started freestyle halfway, and this is past the 1/3 safety point, I mind you. And I just got really tired, so my form fell apart. But I improvised. I used a combination of freestyle and breaststroke to cover the remaining distance. When my outreach hand finally touched concrete, I grasped firmly on the side of the pool to prevent what I thought would be for sure drowning from exhaustion. I inhaled big gulps of air and rested for at least 10 minutes before I swam my personal English Channel back to the shallow end. It was only 25 yards, and for my open water swim, I would have swum an equivalent of 10 laps, and in the open water. So at that time of my training, 10 laps just seems an unfathomable length. To supplement my classroom training, I started to study total immersion method on my own. Total immersion is a method developed by Terry Laughlin that trying to teach swimmers how to move more efficiently in the water. I remember watching the DVD over and over again and got so excited to go back to the pool to try the new techniques. It really helped me to understand the physics of swimming so I can conserve energy and cover greater length. While I'm starting getting comfortable with swimming in this climate controlled environment, in the back of my mind, I know I need to tackle the beast of swimming in open water. For my sprint triathlon, the course is set up in a triangular shape. So at first we'll swim 10 o'clock direction to the first buoy, and you turn and swim parallel to the shore to the second buoy, and you turn once more and swim back to your starting point. There's no lane marker, so it's very important to learn spotting and swim to a direct line. Otherwise, you can cover a lot more ground than 500 meters. And also, there are other variables I need to consider: the weather condition, the water temperature and how it affects my body. And seaweed. I swear every time I got caught in the plant life, I thought something's coming at me. With open water, I practice at lake. And I'm glad I was able to fit in that training with friend before, a whole month before the race, so I get used to swim in the open water. Well, I stand before you today because I faced my fear, challenged myself, and survived my first sprint triathlon. So what are the takeaways to learning to swim as an adult? First, figure out what works best for you. For me, a combination of classroom training and studying the total immersion method works the best. Second, practice, practice, and practice. There isn't a shortcut for it, unfortunately. I spend many hours in the pool and at the lake. Lastly, commit to something. For me, I commit by jumping to the deep end, both figuratively and literally. Signing up for a spring triathlon really motivated me to learn to swim because my life would depend on it.